Hey there, I wanted to pop in real quick. I am messy hair, covered up with a hat, workout clothes, ready to go for the day. So I'm feeling real professional today, but I'm not here to talk to you about being real professional. I'm here to talk to you about being real. Okay, so I wanted to share my hope with you real quickly. My hope, I could talk to you about how I almost lost hope with my health and found it when I joined Plexus 4 years ago and started using the products. I could talk to you about how I almost lost hope in helping my husband with his digestive health and found it 4 years ago when I joined Plexus. I could talk to you about almost losing hope on helping my son with some of his sensory processing issues and how we found some hope there. But I'm not going to talk so much about all of the health benefits that we found, because I'm sure you're going to hear about that. The health benefits, my goodness, if you're on Facebook, you've probably seen it listed on your friends' Facebook pages. But what I want to talk about real quickly today before I head out the door is something that's on my mind at the moment, because I'm getting ready to go grocery shopping. It's money. A lot of us have health issues that we really need to work on and to fix, but I think a lot of us have some financial health issues that really need work. And we're more willing to talk about our migraines and our back pain and our bad digestion, but we suffer silently with financial strain. And we're one of those families. So I'll back up a little bit. Several years ago, we were talking about having a family, and we decided that when we would have babies, I would quit my job and I would come home and raise them at home. And so before that happened, we made sure that everything was paid off, everything was good to go. I started a home-based business, and lo and behold, we ended up pregnant with our first son. And so I quit to come home. And it was a really simple decision for us in that my husband and I were both on the same page. There was really no question about whether I would stay home to raise our kids. As the journey continued, we decided to also homeschool. And so if there's any of you out there that have stayed home raising your kids, and if any of you have decided to homeschool your kids, you understand that it's kind of a burden to, hey Tracy, good to see you. It's kind of a burden to be financially, to put all of that load on one spouse. So my husband was working hard to support us, and our family of 2 grew into a family of 4, and then grew into the responsibilities of purchasing curricula and all of this, right? So he's been a wonderful man, but I know it has been stressful for him. So I did that home-based business. I'm kind of an entrepreneur at heart. I sort of have some dreams of my own that I want to achieve. And so I'm doing these things, but that home-based business put me, and I only recently started admitting this out loud, I was very successful in this business. I won't name names or what it was, because it's a great product. I have nothing bad to say there, but the success that I had, I was actually $10,000 in debt. I was silently struggling with that debt, and that put so much more stress on my husband. We ended up consolidating that debt into our home loan. So every time we made the mortgage payment, we were both like, there goes more money that we shouldn't have been spending, and we don't have to spend. And then there were some health issues that came up, dental issues with my son and different things. And guess where that money ended up on? It ended up on a credit card. So then we're into credit card debt and this extra money on our home loan and all this. And it was suffocating. And we worked really hard and we got out of that debt. But then guess what? Other things came on. Here we are with our one income. I am no longer doing a home-based business at home. I refuse to even go there, because I do not want to put us in that position again. And yes, Tracy, dreams are really good, and you have to learn to dream again. So through this period of time, we're building up more debt again, and that's not good. And when you're living like that, and you're living with that pressure and that stress, you lose hope. And those dreams I mentioned, you lose those dreams. And we did. We forgot how to dream. we just didn't have any kind of hope. And I looked at some other home-based businesses, and I'd even signed up to join a few of them just to get the products at wholesale. But we never really put a lot of time and effort into them again because I was scared of going into that debt. I was no longer dreaming, and I'm just like, you know what? We're just going to get stuff at wholesale. We're not going to do any of that. And the businesses I was in was really, hey Gloria, was really for, like I said, for wholesale, because I looked at the comp plans and they were not good. They really didn't earn you much money. You might get a few dollars back to help pay for your products, but they weren't going to set you up financially. Right. Oh, Tracy, it's not the end of the story, I promise. So we were very, very down. And 4 years ago at this time, we were both like, this is the way it's going to be. We're going to be broke. We're going to be sick. We're going to be miserable. And hopefully someday, maybe retirement will come, but it doesn't look good for a very long time. And then Plexus came along, and I already kind of alluded to, it turned health around. And when you get your health going the right way, oh my goodness, it just kind of helps part the clouds and you feel better and you can start to dream again a little bit. But let me tell you what else I found. I found that I was kind of accidentally earning paychecks. Kind of, I say kind of accidentally, because as I told you, I've been in business before, so I kind of knew how this worked. I joined entirely for wholesale. I did not join to start a business. But about 2 hours after I clicked join, I thought, what did I get into anyway? I looked it up online. I looked through YouTube, and I stumbled on what they call a diamond documentary. If you haven't seen Plexus diamond documentaries, go to YouTube and look at them. The first one that came up was a woman named Sonia Dudley, who I would later find out is in our family tree in Plexus. She's in our upline. And I so identified with her story. And later I got to meet her and find out she's just as amazing in person as she was on that video. But at the end of that, whatever that was, 7-minute video, I remember telling my husband, you need to come look at this video. We might have stumbled onto something really good here. Maybe this is finally the business we've been looking for. And I felt that little glimmer of hope come back. So then I'm watching videos the next day. I'm like, what the heck did I just get into? Did I really find like the Holy Grail finally? And the boys, my sons, are watching the videos with me and they're going, oh my goodness, Mom, you could totally do this. And they're telling my husband, Mom's going to earn a Lexus and she's going to get you guys to go to Hawaii for free and all this. And my husband was like, okay, it sounds really good. It sounds better than the other stuff we've looked at, but I'm cautiously optimistic. Because see, he had stopped dreaming too. And he's the big dreamer in our marriage. He's like the big dreamer. So I got my first paycheck and I was blown away. I was like, whoa, this really does work. I got my second paycheck and I was over the moon. My husband was standing in my living room and I told him, put your hand out. And he put out his hand and I started counting out $100 bills, 100, 200, 300. And he looked at me and the boys were giggling in the background and he goes, and he looks at the boys and he goes, is this Mom's Plexus paycheck? And they were like, yeah. And he was no longer cautiously optimistic. Let's just say that. He was suddenly very optimistic. Plexus has paid for all of our products since day one. I have never been in a business that I was able to pay for all my products from the beginning, but I earned paychecks from the beginning. And so I paid for my products. Then by the second month, I was paying for both our products, my husband's and mine. And then from then on, I pretty much started paying for mine, his, the kids, extra stuff that we wanted to try. Oh, we've never tried the multivitamin. Let's try it. We've never tried the Omega. Let's try it. This is huge freedom, you guys. I have been down a long road of natural health and not been able to pay for it. It ended up being debt, but I needed to get my health in order. And there was still a missing link in my health. And this filled that missing link and paid for itself. That was amazing. I was getting my hope back. And I was starting to dream. And my husband was starting to dream. So I'm earning paychecks. And for example, let me tell you a short story. I promise I don't want to make this long. We bought this house. We wanted to move out to the country. And my husband said, if you didn't have that cushion coming in financially, I don't think I would have made this leap to move. So we move out here, and it was a stretch, and it needed a lot of work. It's a foreclosure. It needed a lot of work. It still needs a lot of work. And I went to Lowe's, and I filled up the back of my Suburban with several gallons of paint, compound, I mean, all kinds of stuff. And I pull in our driveway, and my husband looks inside, and he's a little shocked, and he's like, "What credit card did you put that on?" And I said, "I didn't. I paid cash." And he's, "Oh my gosh, where did you get the cash?" Like, I don't know if he thought I robbed a bank. I don't know what he thought. But it was $500 worth of stuff to improve the inside of the home, because I do want my house to be lovely inside. And it wasn't. And I said, "No, it was cash from Plexus. This came from my paycheck. It's free and clear. Don't worry about it." And to watch the stress go off of him, like, "Oh, okay, paint away, whatever you want to do." To see that stress alleviate from him. Now, I'm going to be really real. We are still, I'm still a stay-at-home mom. I'm still homeschooling. We are now putting a son into college. My second son is now entering high school years with homeschool. We still have some debt. We still have expenses that are coming at us. There are dental expenses that are coming at us again. And that can feel overwhelming. If I didn't have the hope of the income with Plexus, if I didn't have the hope of where we were going to go, that would be completely suffocating. But my husband and I both have such a hope that we're just starting here in this business. Like, we're just starting. If you were going to go out and start a brick and mortar store, which my brother did, it takes years and years to really establish yourself and be solid and finally get out of the upside down stage of business. We pay $34.95, and that's it. And then we're buying our own products. We don't carry inventory. We don't have to do parties. We don't have to do any of that. So we're immediately going into earning money for whatever. Profit. It's profit time. So the fact that I'm paying for all of our products for our whole family and still having a little extra to do different things like fix up our house. This weekend I get to go to my friend's baby shower, and it's not going to be a burden on our finances because it's going to be paid for with Plexus money. Next month I'm going to go out of town with my mother-in-law and sister-in-law and my niece and have some girl time, and it's going to be paid for with Plexus money. So there are just these things that we get to do that we didn't get to do before. There's this freedom that we have that we didn't have before. And I'm not at the end of the line. My goal is way higher, because my hope is, and my dreams are, that we're earning such a great income that my husband can do what he wants. If he wants to leave that job because he has supported us and worked so hard for so many years, I want him to be able to leave that job and follow whatever lights up his heart. I want us to be able to travel because we both like to travel. I want to be able to give to missions and to charities. Those are my dreams and my hopes that normally would have been silenced and squashed before, but now they're alive, they're kindled, and they're on fire because I have an incredible home-based business that has integrity, that does what it says. It's like nothing I've ever been a part of before. So if you have lost hope and you've lost the ability to dream, and that financial stress is suffocating you, and you're going, "I just don't have any hope. I don't know where to go. I don't have those dreams," then can I please extend a little hope to you too, that it can be found in Plexus? This might be the thing you've been looking for and praying for. And if it is, I want you to talk to the person that invited you here and find out how simple it is to get started, because we love linking arms and helping people to reach their dreams and to get their hope back and to pass that hope on to other people. So that is my message for all of you today. I hope you guys have a fantastic day and really enjoy this party tomorrow that Rebecca's doing, because I know it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see all the information she's going to have. You guys have a great Wednesday.